Young ladies, you guys constantly choose the wrong guy, get used and abused by him, and then you end up dwelling over him for like almost the rest of your life. Okay? Now, this is not one of these channels that just talk down on women. I love my young ladies, right? I got a couple of young ladies that watch my channel, and I appreciate it, right? I appreciate y'all. And I always talk about my fellas, but I'm gonna talk about something that I've observed, something. And you know what? Let's leave all this politically correct stuff out the window. Let's just speak facts. And I'm not talking to every single female. Of course not. There's some young ladies that choose the right guy early on in life. But I'm talking a lot like in a Western society, okay? For the vast majority. And I'm gonna talk about it, all right? First of all, this is Tarek Talks. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you're rocking with me on the World Wide Web, and I appreciate y'all. Let's get it. Young ladies, a lot of you end up choosing the wrong man and end up paying for it later on in life. And this video was inspired by a couple of comments that some young ladies left, okay? And like I said, this is all out of love, and it's all out of observation. I've observed this ever since I was a small child, okay? In school, I grew up in Houston. That's an urban environment. I've seen all my ladies and fellas that grew up in the city. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You've seen this over and over again. I'm sure it happens in you know what I'm saying, suburban environments too, but I'm talking about the urban environments, okay? And it happens everywhere, to be honest, in the Western world. But we've all seen it, right? It all starts from even great, like it starts from grade school. You see this pattern. You see the guys that are good guys, you know what I'm saying? They're good dudes, they're average. These guys are considered average. And they get played and dogged out by chicks, and what the chicks gravitate to most of the time are, we all know this, the players, the guys with swag, the boys with drip, the athletes, right? The good guys, the decent fellas, and they really have a good heart, right? They grew up with good manners, they grew up with good morals, they get left in the dust. Let me tell y'all something, man. And this is, like I said, this goes across from hood to the suburbs, anything. I'm just talking my experience. If in school you didn't have the fresh J's, you didn't have the fresh Jabos, and I'm talking like 2006, 2005, okay? You didn't have fresh white Air Force Ones, right? If your shirt wasn't a tall white tee, and if you weren't rocking red monkey jeans and Evisu jeans and shit like that, all these expensive shit, the pretty girls, I'm talking about the most prettiest girls, you will not get no play from them, right? I know this for a fact. Matter of fact, me and my homeboy from high school always talk about this. The prettiest chicks, the cheerleaders, you know, the softball chicks and all that, all the dudes that was monopolizing on the females was the players, right? The dudes with the tall white tees, and you know, nowadays it would be the Amiri shirts and the Amiri the Balmain pants and whatever the fuck, Balenciagas. Back then it was, you know, the dudes with the tall white, you know, all of them were capitalizing on the females, the jocks, the a-holes, the dudes with the drip and the swag. You know, the guys that did, let's just be frankly honest, they did not excel in academics, okay? And I'm not sitting here acting like I'm just this angelic, you know, priest and shit like that, okay? I'm not sitting here acting like that. I'm just saying what I observed. And this is who was getting to play. And all the good guys was getting left in the dust. And young ladies, you guys were getting played in grade school. I mean, this didn't even happen when you got out of school. This was happening in school, like in grade school. You would end up getting cheated on by this guy. Ladies, get out your feelings for 1 second. Get out your feelings, okay? And just listen. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, because you know I'm telling the truth. Ladies, I'm saying this with love. Don't get all offended like, oh, F him, he's a misogynist and all that, right? You know it's true. A lot of y'all, you know it's true. You were messing with the guy that had that style. He smooth talk, right? move on further down in life. You know, the guy that's a player. You know, he said all the right things to you. He sweet talked you. You know, he came up, he was tatted up, right? He had a little earring in here, and he had the fresh cut, maybe had a little muscles. Okay, and you guys try to make these guys, you're like, oh, he was a narcissist, and you knew this. You knew he was a narcissist. You knew he was no good. He told you straight up, hey, look, I'm not looking for nothing serious. He's just sweet. He was just sweet talking to you, telling you what you want to hear. But you let your feelings override all of the red flags, right? You know this guy has a reputation. When he approached you, he looked like trouble. He looked like trouble. Tatted up, tattoos, might have been a little muscular. He had the drip, right? He had the earrings and a nice little hat, and he had the nice shirt. You feel me? You knew he was trouble, but you overlooked, you know, you went straight, you let your feelings override all of that. You're like, hey, he has 20 baby mamas. He's stepping up to me with all this swag and telling me sweet nothings. You know, he has a mischievous ass smile and like a suspicious looking demeanor. But let me override all of that because he's hot, because he's fine, right? And a good guy, the guy that's actually stable, actually has a good 9 to 5, which a lot of you ladies are allergic to, okay? He has a good 9 to 5, got a great job, has a head on his shoulders. You completely dismiss him because he's what? He's boring. He just doesn't get your waterworks going. And that's fine. And I'm not, ladies, I'm not telling you to get with a guy that you're not attracted to. I'm not telling you that either, okay? Because God knows if you're not attracted to a person, it's just not finna work. But, and with that being said, you just don't, the good guy, he could very well be attractive. He could be very well presented, nice demeanor, you know what I'm saying? But he's just too nice. He's too good. He's not out here running the streets. He doesn't have 3 different fucking baby mamas, right? He's not out here getting into trouble. He's not out here driving Hellcats and driving Challengers and shit. So he's boring. And that's the price you pay. Like, see, everything in life, it's a price to pay. You feel me? It is a yin and a yang. You get what you get what's coming to you. So if you want to choose these guys, and you guys keep calling them narcissists and stuff, you guys choose these guys because they know how to play with your emotions. They know how to get your feelings going. You know, you guys like the competition with the baby mamas. You guys like the competition with the other females. You know, every time he step outside, you know he's at the clubs every weekend. You know he's out there acting a fool. You know he's getting hollered at. You ain't the only one. You thought you was the only one. Nah, player, right? You thought you was the only one. Nah, pimp, you were not the only one, and you love that shit. Then he puts the smack down on your twat, right? The smack down, about to lay the smack down, right? If you fuck with Jeezy, you know that song. Smack down, about to put the smack down. He puts the smack down on your twat, and now you're dickmatized. So now you really can't get over him. Okay? And even though you knew, and ladies, look, let's cut the shit. Let's cut the crap. You knew this guy was trouble. Let me flip it around. Let me get on my fellas right quick so you don't just think I'm getting on ladies here. You don't think I'm one of these guys that just puts all the blame on chicks. Same thing with fellas. We have all dealt with that young lady that we knew was no good. We knew was no good, and we ignored the young lady that was, you know, was decent because she was kind of boring. And we messed with that young lady that was batshit crazy because she put the taco on us. You know what I'm saying? She did that little thing with her twat and got you hooked, right? She did the little thing where she squeezes her coochie and make you bust real quick. Now you hooked. And you know this chick is trouble. You know she got 3 different guys on the phone you see her phone blowing up, right? You see her phone constantly bing, 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 every fucking 5 seconds, bing, bing. You know she trouble. But her coochie got you hooked. You feel me? Her coochie got you hooked, and you can't get away from it. Same thing with young ladies. You get with these guys that you know ain't really got shit going on. They got 3 baby mamas that beg them for that beg them for child support, and they ass ain't giving the child support. You know this guy has a reputation around town, but you still fucking with him. I mean, for God's sakes, you met him in a damn club, right? He was pissy drunk, and he came up to you like, what's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? Started whispering in your ear, started telling you sweet nothings. You know, you smelt the weed on him. You know this guy is trouble. You feel me? So don't be surprised when you get your heart broken. Don't be surprised. It's going to happen. You feel me? And you guys get sprung over these guys. You guys get sprung over like the stupidest shit. I swear to God, like the most simplest shit. Like this guy got on some Balenciagas and he has a mouthpiece and he got tats. Oh my God, I'm in love with him. You feel me? So do yourselves, I know a lot of ladies, I know a lot of y'all are rolling your eyes right now and you still want to blame the guy. You're still going to tell me, oh, but he's a narcissist. I already know this, you know, I expect it. If you watch this video far enough, ladies, I'm talking to you, right? You're still going to call him a narcissist, even though you've seen how he dresses, even though you've seen the way he talks, even though you know he has a reputation, you're still going to call him an a-hole. Even though when he stepped up to you, he's like, yo, what's good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though he did all the signs, you're still going to call him an a-hole. But look, the good guy, the nice guy that was honestly trying to pursue you, he was just too boring. So just I made mistakes. I'm not saying I'm perfect at all. I made plenty of mistakes in my life and still making them. Point is, you just know what you're getting yourself into. Just learn from them, all right? Anyway, with that being said, man, that's my video. Peace.